It's common to hear pastors exhort their congregations to give a tithe or a tenth of their income to their local church. Most of the time, not giving a tenth of your income to your local church is understood to be a sin, or at the very least, preventing God from blessing the church or the individual. But is there a biblical mandate to give a tenth of your income to your local church assembly? To know for sure, let's look a little closer. Actually, there is not a single command in the entire New Testament regarding tithing. So church leaders must rely on the Hebrew Scriptures, the same Scriptures that most assume is no longer authoritative with regard to commandments. But what most fail to realize is that the commandments regarding tithing in the Torah have to do with the land of Israel. Biblical tithing concerns the Levites, the priests, and the temple in Jerusalem. There is a lot that the Torah says regarding tithing, and it's actually beyond the scope of this video to cover it all. Nevertheless, by reading chapters like Deuteronomy 14 and 26, we can know that God expected the Israelites to take a tithe of the first fruits of their produce and present it to the Lord at the temple. Also, a portion of the finished grain, wine, and oil was given to the priests. At certain times, a tithe was given to strangers, orphans, and widows in addition to the Levites. And at other times, the Israelites would take a tenth of their remaining produce and bring it to Jerusalem to be eaten before the Lord there. Or if carrying this tithe to Jerusalem would have been too much, it was used to purchase anything they liked, usually to be consumed during the festivals. The Torah even mentions the option of buying cattle, sheep, wine, and strong drink, all to be enjoyed during the festivals. So all of these commandments only apply to those who live in the land of Israel, particularly when there is a functioning temple and priesthood. What this means is that there is no commandment in the Bible to give a tenth of your income to your local church. Or, to put it differently, it's not a sin if you don't give a tenth of your income to your church. That being said, if you consider yourself part of a group of believers and there are expenses that go along with what you do as a group, it would be very appropriate to contribute to the payment of those expenses. Not only that, the Bible does encourage that Bible teachers be paid for their service. So it is certainly fine to take the principle of tithing and apply it to our lives by taking a tenth of our income and giving it to the group that we are part of or to charitable causes. In fact, in Orthodox Jewish practice, it is common to give a tenth of your income to charitable causes. So if someone tries to guilt you into tithing a tenth of your income to your local church, and they use Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 to 12, remember that they are taking that text out of context, since Malachi was referring to tithing agriculture to the Levites and priests who served at the temple in Jerusalem. Giving money to support good causes is great and should be encouraged, but it's always important to make a distinction between good practices and commandments given by God. We need to educate our fellow believers who have been duped into thinking that they're sinning if they don't tithe a tenth of their income to their local church, while at the same time we should encourage each other to have giving hearts, especially for good causes. For more videos, click on the subscribe link above or visit youtube.com/messianicniagara to subscribe there. And be sure to visit messianicniagara.com and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/messianicniagara. And to support us, please visit messianicniagara.com, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on the donate link. With or without a PayPal account, you can send us any amount and it will help us to continue to make videos and other content. Thanks for all your support.